Hey, what's up? This is, of course, another League of Critics review. It's been a while because I had this thing in my neck, and I didn't think it'd be really interesting to see a video where it's like that the whole time. But anyway, this one comes actually from an audience request. Eminem's The Marshall Mathers LP2. It's not funny. It's only funny to me because of what I am. I'm a music nerd, this is true, but I'm also very, very white. Yeah. Oh my god, right? No surprise. But no, like, not that kind of white, like, in every sense of the word. Like, so white that if I started rapping, I feel like I should be struck by lightning. Like, that white. So, reviewing this is just funny because not only do I not understand or get rap, but I'm also completely out of the loop on things that are cool outside of, like, rock and alternative era. Because I'm white. So, in this new segment, we're calling it White Boy Reviews Rap. This is an audience request to review Eminem's The Marshall Mathers LP2. So here we go. Alright, first, some history. So, Eminem is actually Marshall Bruce Mathers III, born on October 17th, 1972. His name on stage is Eminem, alter ego Slim Shady. He's an American rapper, recording producer, songwriter, and actor. In addition to Eminem, he's also part of the group D12 and the hip-hop duo Bad Meets Evil. He's one of the best-selling artists in the entire world, and been named on the best artist of all time list on almost every magazine that does music. He's a huge, huge influence. But most people know him as the man from Detroit, which is funny because he's actually not from Detroit. I mean, he lives there, but he's not from there. Eminem was actually born in St. Joseph, Missouri, an only child of Marshall Bruce Mathers Jr. and Deborah Debbie Nelson. Eminem's English, Scottish, and Swiss descent. After a while, the parents had their little breakup, and the dad, Bruce, left. And he actually went on to have a separate family outside of the Eminem era, and this caused Em a lot of pain. And it was raised by a child. His only mother, they moved, eventually settling in Warren, Michigan. Eminem was 11. As a teen, he wrote letters to his father, all of which came back. This was inspired a lot of his rap through the years, including on this album, especially on this album. And he was a bit of a loner, and he's found his way from comic book writing into rap. That's right, before he was a hip-hop artist, he wanted to be a comic book drawer and creator. And, yeah, he lived in a very poor neighborhood growing up. He came from the streets to pretty much riches. He started rapping his first rap song at the age of 9, featuring Ice-T on the Breakin' soundtrack. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, so, the Marshall Mathers LP2. Eminem even admits to himself that the Marshall Mathers album was his first and biggest hit album. Rightly so, he thought it should be brought up for a sequel. So he takes this trip down memory lane and he brings us along for the ride. It is the fastest selling album, the third fastest selling album of all time, the original Marshall Mathers album. So, with help from Dr. Dre and Rick Rubin on beats, there's a new album on the way, and it's the Marshall Mathers album 2. So, the album starts off with a song called Bad Guy. It's a 7-minute song about reliving old failings and problems in his life in order to recreate the original Marshall Mathers LP. You know, you want to go back in time and realize and relive the pain of what you went through to get to where you are now. Next is the skit, the parking lot skit. It's a minute long about robbing a store and getting left for the cops. It's pretty funny. It's Eminem's classic humor that he used to use a lot more. The next song is one of my favorites, Rhyme or Reason. They sampled the Zombies on Rhyme or Reasons. It's their biggest song, and it's a song about his not knowing who his dad is and trying to find him, like I said. It's a lot of a big feature here. After that, we go into So Much Better. It's a funny song, a really funny song, about someone trying to be a better person, and if they couldn't be a better person, then he would just say, I'd be better without you, so drop dead. And in a way worse way than I just did there. Survival is this explosive Call of Duty rock jam. It was made for Call of Duty Ghosts and then originally transformed into the lead single off of the album, and it's very rockish. Legacy features Paulina on vocals and is a very funny and deep song about how he will be remembered after his time. Berserk is a huge song paying major homage to the Beastie Boys. It was actually written for Mike Rock 80 when he died, or Adam Haunch rather. Adam Haunch when Adam Haunch passed away from throat cancer. It was written for him, and it's very much Beastie Boys survival explosive rock jam, but more Beastie Boys style to it. If you understand what I mean, you can hear it. And then you get to Rap God, which is an unbelievable, I mean seriously, unbelievable show of talent and technique. He spits verses and rhymes faster than I've heard him do ever. I'm not a huge fan, I'm not a huge expert, but I've heard songs, everyone's heard songs by Eminem. And he just brings it on this, he really does. It's an amazing song about the legacy and his amazing status in the rap world. Brainless starts off with the jokes, and it fits in the sillier song. It was just how he was raised on the streets instead of book smarts, and how he dropped out of high school, pretty much. After that, we go into Stronger Than I Was. It sees him singing more than actually rapping on the song, and it's about living and learning and moving through life. So far, as the song is sampled Southern rock, and it's got it's interesting. It's got a Southern rock back to it, and it's sampled Life's Been Good to Me by Joe Walsh of the Eagles. Its Southern rock flair really adds to the song because the variety makes it really interesting clash of it. Evil Twin is about the darkness within him, and it's another song on here that sort of brings the Slim Shady thing back. It's, you know, he uses that a lot, but it was not so much on Recovery, so it's brought back on this album, and it's definitely about what fuels his evil darkness inside of him. After that, we go to Baby. It's a song that he insults himself for pretty much the whole time and talking about his anger problems. For Groundhog Day, he talks about his history and how he grew up and became the rapper he is today, from the streets to the top, pretty much. With Wicked Ways, it's another Slim Shady song, talking about how the darkness and his past have wrecked a lot of his relationships with people in general, and brought him to where he is now, and just lamenting on the fact that he's crushed relationships. Desperation features Jamie M. Commons. It is another Southern rock, huge, like, explosive jam. The voice is perfect. It's a huge Southern rock voice, and it fits in the song, and is backed by these powerful vocals. It just brings it to life. It's great. Next comes my favorite on the whole album. It's called Love Game, and it features majorly important up-and-coming rapper Kendrick Lamar, and it's hilarious. It really is. It's a Southern country rock, and not rock even, country jam, and it's got this interesting hook that's it's ironic, and it's just so funny that it's ironic as hell. I don't know. It could have crashed terribly, but it's wonderful, and it actually mimics 70s Americana beautifully. It works so well. It's awesome. I don't know how he worked that well, because he could have just had the worst song on the album, but it didn't turn out that way. Headlights features Fun's Nate Russ, and the song is him apologizing to his mother for all the bad things he said and done to her over the years. The Monster features Rihanna and is one of the lead singles. This is another huge song destined for the radio, like Love the Way You Lie, and it's definitely his demons looking back on his pain. And then following that, we got Beautiful Pain featuring Sia. It talks about the painful memories of the past, but makes him move better and move forward to become a better person. And we get to the last one, Assholes. That's right. Assholes featuring Skylar Grey is another hilarious song about him just being an asshole. One of the biggest ones on the planet, and it's the most insulting thing towards women I've heard in a while, but then again, I don't listen to rap, so it's actually not that insulting to women. It's actually much more insulting to himself, but it has a lot of, like, completely bashing certain individuals that remain nameless, because he doesn't use names. He just likes to make fun of them, and he knows who he's making fun of. So, I mean, let's be honest. Sequels never ever break the first one, not especially when it comes to audio. There's even very, very few sequels in movies that have ever been better than the first one, but he took a trip down memory lane, and for nostalgia's sake, he brought us along with him, and it was worth it. It really did bring up all of the cool things about the old album and fixed most of its flaws. It was mostly downhill from after about 2004's Encore for him. Huge problems with drinking and drugs and just falling out of the whole rap scene altogether, and coming back with Relapse was weak, I've heard from my friends that like rap, and next year's Recovery was good but lacking, and that was what makes this so cool. He says this is the hardest he's worked in years, and you can hear it. He's spitting rhymes, oh my god, so many of them that are just so clever. The lyrics on this album deserve a Grammy just for the lyrics, because he really is more of a lyricist than he is a great rapper. He's an amazing rapper, but the thing that makes him so great is his lyrics, and the way he spits the words out in such a way, that's what makes him cool, and it's what makes him awesome, because he's really poetic almost, and that's just really cool because it's not negative, except for against himself and some particular women. It's not bashing more than usual, but it's, I don't know, I actually liked it. I did. It was a strong rap record, and I'm not a big rap fan. I like some of the Gorillaz, Linkin Park, Rage Against the Machine, Flowbots, and I guess I fell in the Macklemore train. Yeah, I said it. But I'm not a huge rap fan. I usually get involved if it's really clever background music or different things that make it, elements of it that make it different. And he really brought it all on different backgrounds, samples featuring song artists and things of the entire world, just bringing it together into what is a super powerful record, and I think it's probably his strongest since, well, 2004's Encore, I'd say. Alright, so I'm going to give it 4 stars out of 5. This is the first segment of White Boys Review Rap. Alright, thanks for listening. I got a super indie, super hipster review coming up next. Arcade Fire, Reflector.